Welcome back to part 3 of our top 25 cryptids countdown. Here we're going to unveil numbers 15 through 11 of our top 25 cryptids. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to Cryptid Crossings. I'm Brian, your guide to the strange and the unusual. We've already hit a few of my favorites, and we're about to get into a whole lot more. Let's unveil numbers 15 through 11. At number 15, we head to the murky swamps of Florida, where a foul-smelling Bigfoot-like creature is said to lurk. Ladies and gentlemen, the skunk ape. The skunk ape is a large bipedal primate covered in shaggy dark brown or maybe reddish fur. This creature is known for its strong putrid odor, often compared to a mix of sulfur and decaying animals. It's said to stand around 6 to 7 feet tall and move swiftly through Florida's dense wetlands. Indigenous Seminole tribes have long spoken of a stink ape inhabiting Florida's wilderness. In modern times, skunk ape reports spiked in the 1950s and 1970s, with multiple witnesses describing encounters with a large ape-like figure. And in 2000, a woman mailed 2 photographs to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, claiming they showed a skunk ape peering through her backyard. The images, known as the Miyaka skunk ape photos, remain some of the most controversial cryptid pictures ever taken. Some believe the skunk ape is simply a regional version of Bigfoot, while skeptics suggest it's a misidentified black bear, but regardless, the creature remains an enduring mystery of the Everglades. I'm awarding the skunk ape a plausibility score of 6 out of 10. If you've ever been down in the Florida wetlands, you know there's plenty of places to hide. Could the skunk ape be a real undiscovered species of primate? Or is it just a legend fueled by misidentification? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. At number 14, we travel to Ohio, where the Loveland Frogman has been causing intrigue for decades. The Loveland Frogman is a humanoid amphibian standing around 4 feet tall. It's often described as having leathery skin, webbed feet, and glowing eyes. And some reports even claim it carries a magical wand that emits sparks. How's that for fancy? Now, the first documented sightings occurred in 1955 when a businessman saw 3 bipedal frogs on the side of a road near Loveland, Ohio. He claimed the creatures had deep wrinkles and wide mouths, unlike any known animal. Then in 1972, a police officer spotted a strange reptilian figure crossing the road near a bridge. He initially thought it was an iguana, but later described it as something a little more mysterious than that. The Loveland Frogman has evolved into a local legend, with some theorizing it could be an unknown amphibian species, or maybe even an alien visitor. It's even prompted the Loveland Frogman Festival in early March in Loveland, Ohio. The Loveland Frogman is going to get a plausibility score of 4 out of 10. Seems the people did witness something. Now what that is, I couldn't tell you. So is the Loveland Frogman just a quirky urban legend? Or is something truly lurking in the waters of Ohio? At number 13, we're going to South Carolina, where the lizard man of Scape Ore Swamp terrorized locals in the 1980s. Described as a 7-foot-tall, scaly humanoid with glowing red eyes and clawed hands, the lizard man is said to be incredibly strong, capable of ripping through metal and damaging vehicles. The first widely publicized sighting occurred in 1988, when Christopher Davis, a teenager, claimed a reptilian creature attacked his car while he was changing a flat tire near Scape Ore Swamp. His report launched a wave of sightings. And then the legend briefly resurfaced in 2015 when a local resident claimed to have taken a photo of the creature. And while skeptics dismissed it as a hoax, the image reignited interest in the mystery. Whatever the truth, its legend still lurks in the dark corners of South Carolina. I'm awarding the lizard man a plausibility score of 3 out of 10. So could the lizard man still be out there, or is this just another exaggerated urban legend? Let me know your theories below. At number 12, we're diving into Canada's famous lake monster, Ogopogo. Ogopogo is described as a massive serpentine creature inhabiting Lake Okanagan in British Columbia. Witnesses claim it has a long snake-like body, dark green or black skin, and moves with an undulating motion beneath the water. Indigenous legends of Ogopogo actually date back centuries, with the Syilx First Nation describing a water spirit known as Nahatik, which was said to demand sacrifices from travelers. The modern legend of Ogopogo took off in the 1920s when multiple lakegoers reported seeing a long, mysterious creature breaking the surface. And over the years, hundreds of reports and even a few alleged videos have surfaced, depicting a large, unidentified creature moving through Lake Okanagan's waters. Skeptics argue it's likely large sturgeons or floating logs, but believers insist Ogopogo is something more. Now, unlike Nessie, Ogopogo is deeply rooted in indigenous traditions, making it one of the most historically significant lake monsters. I'm giving Ogopogo a plausibility score of 6 out of 10. Seems to be something in that lake. But what do you think? Is Ogopogo a prehistoric relic or an illusion of the waves? Let me know in the comments below. And number 11 brings us to one of the most bizarre and unsettling cryptids in America, the Goatman. The Goatman is a half-human, half-goat hybrid, often described as carrying an axe or emitting horrifying screams in the night. There have been sightings in multiple states, including Maryland, Texas, Wisconsin, and Kentucky, and are often found near bridges or wooded areas. In fact, Goatman stories trace back to the 1950s and 60s, with locals claiming it was either the result of a twisted experiment gone wrong or a supernatural being. In Maryland, it's said to roam near the infamous Goatman's Bridge, stalking teenagers and travelers. The Goatman of Pope Lick in Kentucky is actually responsible for multiple deaths on a railroad trestle that spans 97 feet over the ground outside of Jefferson County, Kentucky. And occasionally, reports still emerge of strange bipedal creatures in Maryland, Texas, Wisconsin, Kentucky, although skeptics believe most sightings are pranks or misidentified animals. But whether it's a cryptid, an urban legend, or something more sinister, the Goatman remains one of the creepiest creatures in American folklore. I'm awarding the Goatman a plausibility score of a 3 out of 10. But how about you? And would you cross the Goatman's Bridge at night? Let me know in the comments below. And that wraps up part 3 of our top 25 cryptid countdown. Coming up next is our top 10, where we're going to unveil the most significant creatures in cryptid lore. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. But until then, stay curious. You never know what lurks in the shadows.